Imagine if Jurassic Park was recreated in Minecraft, with deadly dinosaurs, natural disasters, and 100 players split onto 3 different islands. Well, today, I created a public server with a giant map to test how players would survive the different dinosaur eras. Over time, different world events will be challenging players, like releasing packs of carnivores, a giant eruption, and eventually going to war when the borders fall. Players are also set to hardcore mode, meaning they only have 1 life, so these players would need to find food quickly. But the Triassic civilization was stranded in an ancient desert and had an immediate food problem. And although they found a singular tree which they instantly dismantled for wooden tools, they realized there was nothing to eat nearby, apart from these dinosaurs, but they'd be way too hard to kill. So, if you were one of these players, would you A. make a farm, B. start fishing, or C. punch the dinosaurs?
Got a big old
What's
nose.
up? What do you think will happen if I punch it?
Yeah, the players decided to choose C.
I'm gonna punch it. Oh, I did not.
Such an ugly.
Oh no, Dylan, have you hit one of them?
Yeah. I'm out of hunger. I'm out of hunger. Ah.
Wait, what is this? He's Echo! He's Echo! He's chasing you! He's chasing you!
After discovering the 2 herbivores that currently lived on their island, players realized they'd need much more gear to take these dinosaurs down, so they began scouting their region for food and discovered a giant dinosaur skeleton, and this was made out of bone blocks, so players crafted it into bone meal and set up wheat farms to feed their population. So, as you can probably tell, each of the 3 islands replicates its own dinosaur era, meaning our next island, the Jurassic, had much more vegetation, and the players spawned next to colossal trees which they used to craft wooden tools. But they still needed a food source, and the only nearby dinosaurs were the giant Brachiosaurus and the Stegosaurus, which had dangerous tail spikes. Both of these would be extremely tough to kill. However, a player named Starkiller bravely distracted the dinosaurs while the other players attacked.
I'll hit them and you guys go nuts. Not that one. Go, 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 go. Get him.
And the Jurassic eventually gained a huge supply of dinosaur meat, as well as dinosaur bones, which can be turned into bone meal and used on crops to feed their population. And our final island is the Cretaceous, who spawned in a prehistoric jungle filled with sweet berries, and although they would soon find out that dangerous dinosaurs were lurking, they quickly established a great food source, allowing players to begin mining for materials and exploring their island.
Quick, look at me. 5 gifted if you hit it.
I'm going! Oh, gods are all!
And the players eventually discovered the Triceratops, which attacks in herds. And as day 1 came to an end, players from all civilizations decided to split into teams to collect different materials for their civilization, depending on which class they picked when they first joined the server. Players with the farmer class could infinitely grow crops, while the miner class had a chance for double ores, and the warrior class dealt plus 25% damage, which would be very useful in the dangerous world event that was about to begin. The Carnivores event, where deadly carnivores will be released onto every single island, including the T-Rex, Spinosaurus, and even the Mosasaur. Players were also given the coordinates of a mysterious boss cave containing huge amounts of diamonds, as well as a giant boss dinosaur, which dropped scales to craft a powerful armor set. The unaware players on the Jurassic Island were instantly attacked by a pack of raptors.
Guys, carnivores right now.
Oh, there's carnivores. Run.
Run, carnivores.
Block it off. Block it off. Oh no. Oh, am I alive?
We need to make doors.
Yeah, make doors.
Meanwhile, the Jurassic's hunting team were making their way towards the boss cave, and they thought they were safe from the carnivores in their boats, until they spotted something in the water.
Look to the left. There's a dinosaur in the water.
Players then arrived at the coordinates, but there seemed to be nothing there.
Is this it? Wait, check the coordinates again.
Until they noticed the giant underwater tunnel that they would have to swim through to enter the cave. Before they had a chance to react, plesiosaurs began surrounding them and blocking the tunnel. So knowing it was too dangerous to enter, they escaped up the nearby mountain and decided to wait for backup from their other teammates. And luckily for them, the mining team decided to join the boss fight and shortly arrived at the entrance. But before they entered the cave and found out what was inside, they noticed a supply drop falling from the sky. So one player swam to the bottom of the ocean and found today's sponsor, Honkai Impact 3rd. Honkai Impact 3rd is an anime-style RPG with fast-paced combat and open-world exploration. In Honkai Impact 3rd, there's an epic storyline to discover, as well as a co-op mode so you can enjoy the game with your friends. There's also consistent new updates, meaning there's always new content to look forward to, and their brand new update brings limited-time events, as well as the new character Li Su Shang, who uses flying swords to strike and trap her enemies, and she can also summon a colossal sword as a special attack. Honkai Impact's update also has 2 brand brand new events, Tales of Zia and Midnight Chronicle. And by playing these events, you can earn amazing rewards as well as new outfits like Flowing Rhyme, Mesmerizing Blue, and more. Not only that, but you can also obtain the 3D art collection. It's also completely free to play and now available on Epic Games. So if you haven't already, download Honkai Impact and check out their new updates by clicking the link in the description and redeem this gift code to receive a free 30 crystals, 2,888 asteroids, and a character trial card. So, the players were finally ready to enter the boss cave.
Guys, I can already tell it's gonna be in the water.
Many of these players still had no armor whatsoever, so while the players with the best equipment decided to swim through the dangerous tunnel and fight the plesiosaurs, the mining team decided to safely dig a tunnel above the cave and avoid the danger. As players entered the room, they noticed a giant T-Rex as well as a swarm of Dilphosaurs, which instantly killed an armorless player.
Please do!
Knowing they had to come up with a strong strategy to survive, a stacked player with full armor skillfully distracted all of the Dilphosaurs, while every other player teamed up on the T-Rex and took it down.
Let's go!
And by killing this boss, they obtained 24 extremely rare scales, which they used to craft custom dinosaur armor that's even stronger than netherite. Dinosaurs also have a 5% chance to drop these scales when killed, so players can grind more pieces over time, which would definitely be a good idea because this armor is used to gain access to a secret area on the map that would be extremely important in a future world event. Meanwhile, on the Cretaceous Island, a group of 3 warriors named Quig, Melt, and Luke had joined up with a humble farmer named Almighty Toast.
Oh my god, wait, what the heck?
I have the ability to help grow your crops quicker.
Let's go. Oh, that's... And you're a piece of bread?
Yes.
And after Toast prepared a ton of bread for their group, they set out towards their boss cave with a small party of just 4 players. But all of them were extremely skilled at PvP and confident they could take it down. So after traveling through the jungle, they eventually discovered a massive sinkhole. So to reach their boss and obtain the treasure, they had to carefully climb down the edge, and waiting for them below were a swarm of velociraptors as well as a giant Spinosaurus. But luckily, these players used their recipe book to discover some custom weapons which made them much more powerful, including blowguns which shoot poisonous darts, machetes which are stronger than swords, and even golden dinosaur meat which gives regeneration.
Good luck to all of you.
Thank you, thank you.
I want all of you to come back alive.
Quick, you ready to go?
Yep, let's go.
Almighty Toast decided that this fight was too dangerous for him, so while he continued farming berries, Quig, Melt, and Luke bravely charged towards the velociraptors and skillfully took them down one by one until the only dinosaur remaining was the boss.
Okay, okay. We all gotta hit it. We all gotta hit it. Teamwork.
So while one of them distracted it, the others attacked from the sides with their machetes, and they eventually defeated the Spinosaurus without any casualties, obtaining their own 24 dinosaur scales, which they used to craft a unique Cretaceous variant of the dinosaur scale armor. Over on the other side of the island, players in the swamp were working together to become the first civilization with an enchantment table.
Yeah, I have everything for enchanting besides the cane.
Well, I accidentally turned it on the sugar.
What? No.
I can make some cake.
After a minor inconvenience, they finally crafted their enchantment table, and the entire Cretaceous civilization started making even more powerful armor and weapons. Over on the Triassic Island, a group of farmers noticed some terrifying dinosaurs in the sky, which swarmed an armorless player who was traveling back to his house in the dinosaur skull, but his friends just about managed to protect him.
Bro, there's pelicans behind you.
Oh, shoot.
And the farmers were safe in their shelter. Yo, this house is epic, what the heck?
Yeah, man.
And you defeated the pelicans, let's go.
Yeah, that's the most important thing.
Meanwhile, 2 players named Seawart and Nessie were making their way to the boss cave and wanted to take all of the loot for themselves.
Yeah, apparently the scales on this thing are as strong as netherite.
There's the cave.
So they arrived before everyone else on their team, traveled down the steep entrance, and discovered a giant sandstone cavern filled with Eoraptors which instantly attacked.
Think we can beat them? Alright, they're really... I'm gonna have to run for a minute. It didn't... Oh, it didn't work. I'm half a heart.
Just about staying alive, their teammates eventually arrived and helped them take down the remaining Eoraptors. But Seawart and Nessie managed to take all of the scales for themselves, meaning they were now by far the most powerful players in the Triassic, and after their teammates had left, they decided they were going to start their own Mafia and take control of their civilization. So they began traveling back to their spawn until they noticed a player wearing dinosaur scale boots and decided to try and steal them.
I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. Either you give me those boots, or you'll be sleeping with the fishes.
Good deal.
The player decided to hand over the boots and ally with the Mafia, so Seawart and Nessie were now wearing full dinosaur scale armor and were now by far the most powerful players in the Triassic. Eventually, they returned to spawn and noticed that their teammates had enchantments.
You can use it as long as you promise not to steal it, you know? Okay, so you're stealing it. That's like the one rule.
Yo, chill!
See what? Take it?
We don't take orders from nobody around these parts.
We don't take orders.
Yo,
Oh,
chill.
there's quite a few of them.
Hey, there's nothing the Mafia can't handle it.
The other Triassic players then chased Seawater Nessie all the way to a large canyon where some other players were fishing and building farms.
They're attacking us. They're attacking us. Please protect us. Protect us. Protect us. Protect us.
The players started panicking, thinking they might be killed, and Seawater Nessie escaped to the other side of the canyon. But the others eventually caught up to Seawart and demanded they got their enchantment table back, but the rest of the Mafia arrived to back up Seawart.
Now we got you outnumbered, so I think you guys should rethink your position, eh? It's 3-2. It's 3-2.
So that's how it's gonna be, huh?
That's how it's gonna be. Take off the diamond chest plate.
And so the two players decided to retreat and give up their enchantment table.
That was the perfect heist. It was the perfect heist.
How did they just let us have it? I'm so confused.
Yeah, I don't know.
So Seawart and Nessie began crossing back through the canyon, but didn't realize they were now in an extremely dangerous position as the next world event was about to begin. The eruption event. At the center of this map is a giant volcanic island with an active volcano that's about to erupt onto every single island and cause lava to rise extremely quickly. And guys, these videos take a very long time to make and code, so if you're in that 90% of people who aren't subscribed, then you should definitely press that button. It's completely free and helps out a ton. If you also want to play in these events, then join my Discord and follow me on Twitter where I post the applications. Lastly, if you're a Bedrock Edition player, you can purchase this marketplace pack to play with the dinosaurs from this video, and the link is down below. Seawart and Nessie frantically climbed out of the canyon and noticed that lava was still rising dangerously fast and knew they had to get even higher.
The lava's rising.
Oh, there's actually
We would have
lava.
been cooked. We would have been cooked if we
Oh
were
my
there.
god.
We're gonna get cooked if we don't get to the top of this mountain.
Just like Scampy.
So they started climbing a nearby mountain and weren't expecting the players they'd stolen from to be waiting at the top.
Hey, guys.
Come on, guys.
Hey, remember us?
Be ashamed.
It would be a shame, because then we would all lose the enchant. So don't shoot anybody, don't do anything crazy. Look at this lava. There's a humanitarian crisis.
And surprisingly, they decided to share the mountain for now. Over at the dinosaur skull, the players had absolutely no idea that the lava had risen above sea level, so after noticing the lava was just 10 blocks away, a staff member decided he had to give them a quick tip.
Our Y is 137. No chance that lava gets to us.
Yo, go up, go up, go up, go up.
Wait, go up? Wait, is it coming? Is it coming?
In a panic, players started building up as fast as they could. However, they'd attracted a swarm of Caelus Deventus while hiding in their bone house. But they continued building up and the remaining players were safe in a skybase. Over on the Cretaceous Island, two players named Eyes and Dizzy had spotted a mosasaur in the swamp.
Is that a whale?
And as they were on the hunt for dinosaur scales, they decided to try and take it down, which was taking a very long time, and lava was about to cover the entire swamp.
Oh, there we go. Oh, the lava's going up. It's coming up more. It's coming up more. Oh, go up. Oh, no. Oh, this is coming up fast. How is this still coming? Oh!
Meanwhile, Quig's exploration team had luckily just left the sinkhole and managed to climb to the top of a colossal tree, and the other players in the Cretaceous had enough blocks to tower up to a similar height, but the lava continued rising even higher.
It's almost as tall as us!
And while Quig and Toast ran to an even taller tree, Melt didn't notice how high the lava was and had to quickly parkour to safety.
Wait, keep going up, keep going up. I'm coming.
The other Cretaceous players eventually ran out of blocks, and 5 of their players were caught by the lava. While back on the Triassic Island, the lava also eventually caught 3 players, while another panicked and fell off her tower. Meanwhile, on the Jurassic Island, players climbed up the giant mountain at the center of their region, using water buckets and sharing blocks to help each other up. And without any casualties, all of their players reached safety at build limits, apart from 3 of them who were stranded on the peak of a separate shorter mountain and had to rapidly speed bridge to get to the others. Go, 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 go.
Go where?
Help! Help! Wait!
I've never speed bridged in 1.8 before.
Hopefully we have enough.
Surrender, I'm making my bridge to you. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, come on, let's go. Let's regroup.
But eventually the lava cleared from the islands, and the next world event then begun, the camp building event. Each civilization would now have to work together to construct a camp that would protect them from dinosaurs, earning a different tier of supply drop depending on how staff members rank their build. So each civilization picked a location and begun building. After the camps had made some progress, I decided to visit each civilization to see how they were getting along. Over on the Jurassic Island, I noticed a player had created a fast food chain and was feeding his civilization's builders with the finest recipes.
Good afternoon. Would you like any ooga?
Thank you.
Perhaps some booga? Maybe even the ooga booga?
The player then started building a statue on a mountain, and this happened.
Okay, oh my god. Okay, that is actually horrible.
Seagull! Seagull! No!
I then took a trip to the Cretaceous Island, which somehow contained the creator of Minecraft and Gru.
Yo! Hey man, what do you have to say about the event? Yo! Collecti!
He's a real player. Look at this. Look at this.
should elect Gru as king.
Oh!
Yo guys, instead of the rise of Gru, it's the rise of Jurassic Gru.
I couldn't help but notice that there weren't many players building in the Cretaceous camp, and the existing builds weren't looking too great.
Hopefully it looks good in the end. Right now it doesn't.
I think it looks better than anything else here, I'm gonna be honest, Mel.
Wow, so you just gonna diss my house like that?
Your roof is hitting the ground, to be fair.
The reason for that lack of building was because their civilization mainly consisted of combat-focused players who, instead of building, decided to spend their time grinding dinosaur scales, and half of their players were now equipped with powerful dinosaur scale armor. This included Quig's entire exploration group, minus Almighty Toast, as well as Eyes, who was an extremely skilled warrior from my previous civilization videos, and the player's reaction to him at the beginning of the game kind of explains everything.
Oh god, Eyes is on our team.
Wait, we have Eyes? Oh shoot, we have Eyes! Oh no!
The guy who killed everyone the last time?
And the Cretaceous seemed like they were preparing to go to war relatively soon. Back on the Triassic Island, Seawart and Nessie made it very clear that they would only cooperate with other Mafia members.
Seawart, can I have 1 iron ingot? Can you give to the poor?
Yeah,
Can I have 1 iron ingot?
Hey, there's no handouts in life.
And when they arrived at the Triassic camp, they decided they would only allow other Mafia members to use their enchantment table, aiming to recruit as many players as possible.
If you're in the Mafia, come over here. Come over here. Come over here. Come over here.
Sounds like a good idea.
Look at my skin. I'm the Godfather. Place the enchantment table.
This worked very effectively, and the Mafia had now increased up to 7 members. But on the other side of the canyon, a rebel group opposing the Mafia started plotting to assassinate Seawart.
If we can kill him before the king event, because when we get the king event, he's gonna get the crown, which is gonna make him stronger.
Oh yeah, no, that's facts. That's facts. He's probably gonna get a mount too.
I'm glad we're all on the same page.
Wait a minute.
But a Mafia member then overheard their plan and quickly informed Seawart,
They're talking about
killing people.
who then gathered all of the Mafia members
Everybody, Mafia, we're gonna have to jump this guy.
and confronted the opposing faction.
We need to figure out who we can trust and who we can't.
Oh wait, come and
Yo, we just want to talk to you. Yeah, you're gonna want to join the Mafia. You're gonna be ended up deaded.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mafia or you fly?
Listen up. Listen
We're
up.
gonna go around in a circle right now. Is anybody here not part of the Mafia? Just slay that guy out! Slay that guy out!
The brawl had begun, and the Mafia's overwhelming numbers and enchanted gear instantly put an end to the rebellion.
Alright, now get the other guy. Get the other guy. Wait, that guy's trying to have a funeral for Ben. Who just said they're having a funeral for Ben? Because you about to have your own funeral in a second.
And the Mafia successfully eliminated their opposition, so the conflict was finally over. But I decided to make things slightly more interesting by giving Seawart a forbidden red X item that does literally nothing, but I pretended that it could insta-kill players. I really didn't expect people to believe it.
Oh my god, they finally gave Seawart an item because he's trash at PvP.
But Seawart decided he was going to use this to gain even more power.
If anybody doesn't follow us, they get got. Let's do an example. Let's do an example of my power.
No, I'm innocent. I'm
Wait,
innocent.
Seawart, we can get those guys over there.
Alright, Saucy, are you part of the Mafia? No? Do you want to be?
He shook his head.
Alright.
Oh. That did not work.
Hey, don't touch my boy.
Right click, right click.
And Seawart immediately realized it was just a regular item.
Literally just a cross.
Next time we see Silver, he's gonna be sleeping with the fishes.
But this didn't stop him.
What's the problem? I heard you guys saying something about us being in charge. You don't like the Mafia. What's going on?
No, I was asking who was in charge. I'm pretty lost. I'm just a farmer.
And he continued acting like he could insta-kill anyone, so knowing he had to convince the other players, he decided to enchant the cross item to make it more intimidating. And then a Mafia member decided to sacrifice himself by letting Seawart punch him while he was already on half a heart.
Yeah, I'll sacrifice. Yeah, let's go.
This is what happens if you don't listen to the Mafia. So everybody here is now a Mafia member, and if I hear anybody talking any kind of nonsense like they're not part of the Mafia, they're getting got, okay? We gotta work on a house. Everybody go over to this house.
Yeah, why have we got one guy working on the house? Come on, everyone.
And all of the other Triassic players were very intimidated, so their entire civilization then fell under the Mafia's rule. Every single player was ordered to stop building their houses and dig Seawart and Nessie an underground Mafia base, which Seawart was very pleased with.
Oh, this is sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you could round up more people to help dig.
Now this is what I'm talking about. This is what a team gets done.
I like it. I was so proud I was able to get people down here.
Oh yeah, this is crazy. This is sick.
Oh, these two trees are good as well. I like
Yeah,
that.
that's a great base.
I'm actually shocked we got everyone communicating now.
And so the camp building event came to an end, so it was now time for staff to vote on each civilization's camp and decide which island would get the most powerful supply drop. And we begin on the Jurassic Island, who had built not just a camp, but an entire Jurassic kingdom. And my tour began with a meal at the one and only Ooga Booga restaurant. You guys even have uniforms, that's insane.
Yes, sir. Would you like the Ooga, the Booga, or the Ooga Booga?
I'll have the first one.
Here is your Ooga.
Yo, this tastes fire, dude.
Enjoy your meal and have an oogtastic day.
Their camp also contained the first ever wheel. How come it's not round though?
Hey, listen, it's the first wheel.
And they'd also built a town hall where their king election would be held, as well as a dinosaur statue. Why is its neck broken?
He is built different.
Honestly, the Jurassic's builds were almost endless, with temples, farms, and even a dinosaur enclosure. And their civilization seemed like a very peaceful place to live, unless you're working at the dinosaur enclosure.
Ourselves called the boat.
Somebody fell in the cave!
Oh my god!
Their camp earned 25 votes in the competition. Next were the Triassic Island, who had overcome their differences and united under the Mafia to build an impressive desert camp. As it turned out, their players were just as chaotic as Seaward.
Bro needs milk now.
What? And everyone was getting along pretty well. If you don't like our build and he's drowning. Okay, thank you for that, bruh. Buy one, get one free. Cheap organs? What? No! Brains, lungs. What is this? Their camp consisted of many different houses, a giant Mafia base with a fight club in the basement, and even a megalodon enclosure. I genuinely have no idea how this got there.
This is our enclosure.
This is the taxi service if you want to see it in close.
Yes, let's go taxi service, yes. Don't. And their camp earned 17 votes, ranking them in second place. And lastly was the Cretaceous Island, which had some houses, as well as an interesting dinosaur statue. It looks like E.T.
This is our green minion cage.
Oh no. What the? Okay. Their camp earned 7 points, ranking them in last place. Each civilization then received their supply drops, delivered by chicken parachutes, and the Jurassic obtained an amazing amount of gear, with every one of their players obtaining 8 dinosaur scales, while the Triassic received 4 dinosaur scales each, and the Cretaceous received just 1 dinosaur scale. For now, we're still equipped with the most powerful gear of the 3 civilizations. But this is where the course of every civilization's future completely changed, as they would now have to elect a leader in the next world event, the king election, where 1 player from each civilization would be chosen as king and gain a protection 5 crown, double health, and an elytra built into their chest plates. So the players in the Cretaceous gathered at their speech podium to discuss their plans for going to war. The player currently in line for the throne was Quig. It was highly skilled in combat and had helped many Cretaceous players survive. However, another player wanted the crown.
What would you be doing to help out the farmers like me?
I mean, hopefully just get you guys more gear and hopefully build like a safe house. That way, if we do get invaded, whoever has the warrior class can fight to protect.
All right, so I'm gonna just say, toast question, you're not gonna be able to defend yourself naked. And I disagree with the idea that we should sit back, because that never ends well. And especially not with this. If we're in here in this giant hole, we are literally a shooting range for anyone that decides to come attack us first.
I agree. I was in the first event when Eyes was jungle and killed my team. We had the most amount of players, but that did not matter. The surprise attack wiped us all out. We have to do what Eyes says and go and fight first. That is the only way to win.
If it's up to me, we attack as soon as possible.
Okay, so listen, this is a weird coincidence, but whenever I play this game, I get a stomachache.
What? Sick, man.
So the players began voting, forming a line behind the player they wanted to become king. 10, 11, 12. All right, and then Quig, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that was a close vote, but Eyes takes the crown. And with an extremely close vote, the king of the Cretaceous was Eyes. In memory of Technoblade, we have the Technoblade crown. May he rest in peace.
Okay, that's the first election where I have not murdered everyone. Okay.
So proud of you. So proud of you, Eyes.
But when Eyes becoming king was announced in global chat, a player from the Triassic civilization decided to offer refuge to any players under Eyes' rule who wanted to leave their civilization. However, the player's loyalty to Eyes was strong, and his army ruthlessly used this to their advantage.
They said, this is our base location, sent the cords, and then they said, if you need us to take you in, and you can join our side for those cords.
Oh, let's take him
So
over.
this is what I'm thinking. I go in as bait. They start taking care of me. I'll be the center of attention, and then you guys can come in from the perimeter.
That sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan.
Over on the Jurassic Island, the players were democratically giving speeches.
As a humble fast food owner, I know what it means to lead an establishment and a group of people.
I vote that we wait for the other two factions to fight, and then we come from the mountains and ambush them. Because look at us. Look at our base. Everything that we built is worth fighting for.
All the battles, we will win. Mainly because if you look at all of us, we are stacked.
Your leggings are unenchanted.
So after leading his team through natural disasters and helping many players survive, Starkiller was elected as king of the Jurassic Island. All three kings were also given 3 royal dinosaur mounts to give to their strongest warriors.
I shall wear his crown in pride.
Meanwhile, the Triassic had a very different approach to their election.
Alright, well this should be obvious. It's me or Nessie. I'm willing to do a fight
I say the
to
OG.
death.
I say the OG.
I say we
you wanna
fight.
You wanna fight?
Fight to the death. Fight for it. Fight for it.
All right,
Too many people
I'm ready.
So the Triassic players returned to the Fight Club, placed their bets on who they thought would win, and the duel that would determine the strongest Mafia leader was about to begin. I want this to be a clean fight, okay?
Wait, you have a sword? We're going fists. You got a sword?
Whoa.
Yo, I've got my fists only. Don't be cheating.
However, the Triassic had no idea that the Cretaceous were about to launch an attack on their island, and the entire Cretaceous army were now gathered on the adjacent beach, ready to sail into battle.
Mustard.
Hi.
We're going across the water this way. Here, someone take that. Someone take that, and someone take these leggings. Let's go!
Alright, get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fight! Triassic guard on the edge of their camp then spotted a lone Cretaceous player.
My team is falling apart right now. I'm with you guys, okay?
But this player was just a distraction, and behind him were the entire Cretaceous army.
Everybody attack!
I yield.
Let's go! Seawat for leader!
Seawat was then crowned as king of the Triassic, and the players returned to surface completely unaware that they were being invaded. Ice and his warriors then stormed into the Triassic camp, instantly killing the players outside of the Mafia's base.
You can draw it down there. Yeah! I'm sorry, Captain. You're done. You're done, bud. Kill them all! Kill them all!
Seawat was then swarmed by 5 extremely geared Cretaceous players.
I'm getting their king.
Is that Ice?
It's me, Seawat. You said you were gonna kill me, bud.
He's solo. How is he alive? Kill Seawat. Wait, guy. How is he alive? Nice.
After watching their teammates fall one by one to the harsh power of the Cretaceous, a group of 4 players escaped safely into a hidden tunnel. Meanwhile, another player named Saucy tried hiding in the basement of the Fight Club. However, as he was entering, he was spotted by Melt and Almighty Toast.
There are people in there. There are people down there. There's a tunnel down there that I think like 2 people went down, but I'm pretty sure it's a trap. I could be wrong. It just looks sus.
Remember me. Remember me!
Toast is going down. What's there, Toast?
There's no trap!
Silver, bro.
Yo, Toast.
Hello.
I think I heard some footsteps.
Let me check for you.
You are so messed up. Get him, Sauce! Go, Sauce, go!
But Saucy just about managed to escape right before Toast brought a huge group of warriors to hunt him, and he sprinted into the deserts looking for another civilization to defect to. But the remaining Triassic players in the camp were singled out by the Cretaceous army, who were completely untouched by the battle, still with 20 players, while the Triassic was now reduced to 7.
Yeah, we need to find the rest. Go back to their base.
How many people in our team is that? Like none.
Back on the Jurassic Island, the players were still living in harmony under Starkiller's leadership. Their players had used their time very wisely, and while the other civilizations were at war, their players were steadily increasing their military power by hunting dinosaurs, mining diamonds, and collecting more dinosaur-scale armor. So although Ice's Cretaceous army had now taken the gear of the fallen Triassic players, and were now equipped with extremely powerful armor, the Jurassic weren't far behind, being equal in strength. And while the battle on the Triassic Island was taking place, Starkiller was communicating with a Triassic player named Pierce Pierce TRV and was very aware of the Cretaceous' overwhelming strength.
They're being invaded. The attack has started. Triassic's being invaded right now. Triassic's gone.
Luckily, one of the few survivors of this battle was in fact Pierce TRV, who had built up trust with Starkiller, and after just about escaping the Cretaceous army, he grouped up with some of the other survivors of the battle who were wandering the desert and contacted Starkiller asking for help.
I need to leave. I need to meet with Starkiller.
Pierce.
Yeah, we're being massacred right now. Okay.
Wait, they're over there.
Okay.
We gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go. 9:50.
Wait, no, that's our team. That's our team.
Okay, follow me. We're going to Starkillers. We're going to Starkiller civilization. Everyone follow me.
I don't know what to do. We still got teammates.
No, we leave. Everyone leave. Bruh, follow me.
After making the tough decision to leave their teammates behind, hope was restored to these Triassic players as Starkiller kindly decided to give them the coordinates of the Jurassic Island, knowing the combined strength of their two civilizations could turn the table in a battle against Ice's military.
Guys, I just got word from the defectors. I want you guys to stay here at the village. I'm going to go high up in the mountains and broadcast my position. You have the lizard, so if anything happens, you bolt it and I'll fly. We need the defectors to bolster our numbers.
Pierce, Bruh, and Cloudlime then set out on their journey towards Starkiller's civilization, but while traveling, Cloudlime became separated from the group and was singled out by Cretaceous warriors.
I'm going to okay, that was the other person with the mount. We need to leave.
However, as Pierce reached the edge of the island, he came across two more of his teammates who joined his quest for safety.
Pierce, you're alive!
I'm still alive, yes! Alright, happiest. Let's go with us, yeah.
Wait, where's the other guy who was with us?
Oh yeah, I saw him die. His death message popped up.
I'm literally gonna cry.
Same. We have to turn to Jurassic. It's the only way for our team to survive. I'm friends with Starkiller, it's fine. Starkiller knows me. We cannot let Ice win, that is the one condition. Ice has never won an event, it better stay that way.
While traveling, Pierce sent Starkiller's coordinates to each of his teammates, who also started making their way towards the Jurassic Island, and all 7 of the remaining players eventually arrived at the beach, then eventually spotted Starkiller on a nearby mountain.
I'm gonna negotiate with them, guys.
Attention, Triassic! I am willing to accept all of you as a part of our team, and together we shall take down Ice and the Cretaceous.
The Triassic and Jurassic players instantly united, knowing it was their only option for defeating their common enemy, and knowing time was limited before the Cretaceous would attack the Jurassic Island, and an ambush could happen at any moment, they began discussing their plans for battle.
Do any of you know what we're going up against? Will we be able to swiftly take them down?
No, they like obliterated us. They have really good gear.
However, the Jurassic were about to be given the perfect opportunity to gain a huge amount of materials as the next world event was about to begin, the Volcano Island event. The volcano at the center of the map currently remained unexplored. However, at the base of the volcano are giant caves leading to a dangerous yet rewarding treasure room, and the team to take control of this loot would gain an insane amount of diamonds and other materials which could be the deciding factor between the two armies. Over on the Triassic Island, the Cretaceous army was still in the Triassic camp looking for remaining enemies, not knowing they'd all escaped.
I feel like that guy that said they're down here just made it up. Like, yeah, we have 2 teams worth of dinosaur armor. We're good. Everyone listen a second. Okay, we are outnumbered now, right? We're going to lose if everyone doesn't stick together. They outnumber us now by a little bit. So if you separate into 3 random groups, it's not going to end well.
And as soon as the Volcano Island world event begun, Ice's army immediately started charging towards the center island. However, they had a long way to travel and were eventually blocked by a huge canyon. So one of Ice's strongest warriors began making a bridge for the players to cross over, but slipped and fell to his death. Knowing they couldn't waste any more time dwelling and had to stop the Jurassic army from getting the loot in the volcano, they continued traveling and set sail towards the island. But the Jurassic had a much shorter journey, as they were already on a beach close to the volcano and were about to arrive at the Volcano Island first.
Godspeed, brothers and sisters! We'll win this thing! There it is! Everyone, get ready for a fight! Pierce, I'm happy to fight side by side with you. It's great to see you alive and well. Roll out! Just like our wheel that we made! Guys, look at our numbers! We're gonna crush the enemy team!
The Jurassic army traveled around the island, struggling to find the cave entrance, but eventually after some exploring, they started descending into the volcano's caverns and spotted the treasure ahead.
Go, go, go! Grab the stuff! Grab all the good stuff!
However, as they were entering, the Cretaceous army had arrived on the island and were just 50 blocks behind the Jurassic army, about to catch them off guard in an ambush. Yo, how have you guys even got here? There was an entrance to the mountain on the other side. You're about to like flank them.
Oh, they're right there. They're head. Shh. They're right around the corner. Yeah, just push this guy. There's a few. Cut off. Don't let this guy in. Hey, man. Yeah, sorry, buddy. Get straight in there.
Boys! What's up? Back! No, please! Let's go!
They're behind! Fight them! Everyone protect each other!
A giant brawl then begun, and the two forces fought a long battle of attrition. However, the only players that seemed to be falling were from the Jurassic civilization. The Cretaceous army then pushed into the center of the volcano and continued decimating their opponents.
Corner!
But the Jurassic then started turning the tables and eventually begun eliminating their powerful opponents one by one.
Yes! Come on, team! Focus anyone in green! We'll let it end like this.
And eventually, the two armies were equal in numbers once again, as the Jurassic had lost 16 players, while the Cretaceous had only lost 10. So Starkiller and the Jurassic warriors decided to retreat and regroup outside of the mountain.
It may seem dire, but guys, we can win this!
And the final world event then begun, implementing the final twist into this event. The players were informed that a bunker was hidden somewhere inside of this volcano, and the dinosaur eras would shortly be coming to an end, as a colossal meteor was now heading towards the islands and would strike in exactly 20 minutes. The only way players could survive this meteor strike was to be inside of this bunker. However, the entrance contains an advanced gateway that only lets the strongest players through. To enter, players must be wearing a full set of dinosaur scale armor, and the problem was almost every player from both the Jurassic and Cretaceous armies were only equipped with a few pieces each, and would have to kill their opposition or teammates for enough armor to enter the bunker. Smaller meteors then began falling outside of the volcano, and the Jurassic army were forced to enter and face Ice's army once again. Meanwhile, the Cretaceous army started searching for the bunker and spotted a pathway leading into a wall, so they broke it down and discovered an obsidian barrier, and knowing this had to be the entrance, they started mining through, attempting to get inside while the Jurassic approached once again.
Hey guys, about time we met face to face. You realize I'm the toughest. Okay, you know what? Fine, focus me! I'll take you on!
Man thinks he's the Rock. Where are you going? Where are you going? You've not hit me like 7 hits in a row. Where are you going?
And eventually, a Jurassic player fell to the Cretaceous, lowering Starkiller's numbers down to 9, while the Cretaceous was standing strong at 11 players. However, the tables then completely turned when the Cretaceous were eventually split up, and their weaker players were singled out by Starkiller's most skilled warriors.
You're going down, buddy! No! Guys, there's more in the bunker! Push up!
Get up, get up, get up. We're losing people, get up.
This meant that Jurassic had now gained all of these players' dinosaur scale armor, and many of them were now equipped with full sets, so Starkiller decided now was time to make a break for the bunker.
Get behind the bars! We can keep them out if they just can't get in. Guys, you have the advantage! Dart them! Dart them!
And while 5 of them got inside, 2 of their players didn't have enough armor to go through the barriers, and were cornered in the entrance.
Guys, just keep them out for 8 minutes!
The Cretaceous army then regrouped and charged into the corridor, spotting the separated players and immediately taking their chance to strike.
Nice, nice, nice! Keep it up! Just drown them! Drown them in lava!
Hold them back for 10 minutes! We can do this! Just keep them out!
Bro, does anyone have an extra set?
Get off of him!
Bro, does anyone have an extra helmet? I need a helmet now! I need a helmet! Someone!
I obbied him! Please obbied! He's obbied! Kill him! Kill this kid! Kill this kid!
The 2 Jurassic players then fell to the Cretaceous, and the remaining Cretaceous players were now equipped with full dinosaur scale armor, and as soon as they shared out the gear, they could now also enter the bunker.
Mushy, mushy, mushy boots. We nearly all have gear. Who else needs gear? Who else needs gear? Luke needs legs. Luke needs, and then we all have gear.
And Isis warriors finally entered the bunker with just 2 minutes until the meteor hits, and the final fight began.
Yes, push him, push him!
Nice! Keep trading!
It's even! It's even! If you're hurt, fall back and heal!
Another 2 Cretaceous players were then separated and singled out by Starkiller's strongest warriors.
Nice! Push them! Take their crown and push them!
Kill another one!
And the momentum had shifted in the Jurassic's favor, bringing the Cretaceous down to just 3 players. One of these 3 actually hadn't even joined the war, meaning the Jurassic only had 2 opponents left, and just 1 minute until the meteor hit.
Why are you running, buddy? Shut up! Yes! Ice, after all the bloodshed, you know what? I think it's time that we bury the hatchet.
Nah, I'm good. I'd rather get blown up.
So long, nerd, as a reference to Technoblade.
And that's where the story comes to an end. Subscribe if you enjoyed, and check out my other Civilization videos on screen for more crazy stories like this.